How's it going? It's Jay from Sony Alpha Lab, and in this really quick video, I'm going to show you how to take your 120p video footage and then use that footage to create slow motion video in Final Cut Pro. I've gotten this question many times on how I slow the footage down, speed it back up, and so forth, and I'm just going to show you how that works. When you record in 120p on your Sony camera, it doesn't play back in slow motion automatically, and you know, a lot of people understandably think that that might be how it works, but it doesn't work that way. You actually record your video footage in 120p, and then you can slow that footage down in post-processing using a program like Final Cut Pro. So let me just show you how to do that really quick. And this is going to be a quick video, guys. So notice here, I'm in Final Cut Pro, and here are my video clips here on the left-hand side. And you see this little square with the circle, it looks like a sun. That'll tell you that the clip is 120p by default in Final Cut Pro. And then also, if you scroll up here, if you just look up here on the top of the viewer, you can see here, it tells you it's 1920 by 1080, and it's at 120 frames per second, or 119.88. So basically what you want to do is you want to create a new project, and then you're going to drag your clip into your project, and then you can slow it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to File, New, Project, and I'm just going to leave the project at 1080, and I will title it 120p slow motion. And notice here that the frame rate is at 23.98. So that's what the video is actually going to play back at. It's going to play back at basically 24 frames per second. So when you have 120 frames per second, clip, and then you convert it basically to 24 frames per second, that's how you're going to create the slow motion. So let me show you what I mean. Oh, this already exists. All right, hang on. Let me just name that 2. Click OK. All right, so here's my clip that I'm going to drag in. Once you drag the clip down, you can play it back, and notice how it's playing back at full speed. And that's it. It's just a very basic clip here. So what you want to do to slow that footage down, how I like to do it, and you guys, there's many ways to do this type of stuff, so please don't think this is the only way to do it. I'm just going to show you how I like to do it in my workflow. Basically, you click on the retiming tool here, and then you just go to automatic speed, and that'll take the clip and it'll stretch out those 120 frames to the 24 frames per second timeline. And now the entire clip is in slow motion. So it's that simple. That's how you get your slow motion footage. All right, so now to get that speeding up and slowing down effect, I'm going to show you how you do that. So just select your range tool, this one, the range selection. Make sure you have that selected, and then you can basically scroll through the video till you get to the spot where you want the slow motion to be. So what I want is I want this part right here where you see the bike goes off the ground. I want that to be in slow motion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select right here, and then I'm going to drag all the way to the left like so. Then I'm going to go back, so I have that section selected there. I'm going to go back to my retiming tool, and I'm going to go to normal. So the shortcut for that is Shift-N on the Macintosh, but I'm just going to use the menus here for this quick tutorial. You could see it just sped that clip back up. So now it's back to original normal speed. You can see now I'm riding in normal, and then right there it goes into slow-mo. So now I'm going to speed it back up. So I'm going to select this section here from here all the way to the end of the clip. I'm going to go to my retiming, and I'm going to click normal. So now when we play it back, we have normal speed, slow motion there for a second, and then it goes right back to normal speed. So that's how you do it. That's how you slow down and speed up clips using the 120p footage. So I'm just keeping this very basic, guys. You could make it more complicated if you want, but it's fairly simple overall, I would say. So I can bring in another clip here. So I have my range selection tool, and this clip is it's playing at full speed right now. So another way to do it would be to just select the area that you want slow motion, which would be this right here. Just drag it a little bit more like that. So this section right here, I'm going to create slow motion. I'm just showing you another way to do it. So now I can just go to slow, and I can go to 25%, and that will slow that section of the clip down. So now watch this. So it's fast, and then here comes the slow. and then it's going to speed right back up to full speed. So there's two different ways you can do this. You can basically convert the clip to make the entire clip slow motion and then speed up the sections that you want in full speed like I did on the first section, or you can leave the clip at full speed and then select the areas that you want to make slower. So there, like I said, there's multiple ways to do this and it's very simple to do. And I could actually go over here and just add another section, slow this down, put it at 25, and now you'll see full speed, and then it's going to go to slow motion here in a second. Now I'm in slow motion again. And it's going to speed back up. And there you have it. So that is pretty much it. Like I said, this is going to be a very quick video. I just had a bunch of people asking me how I do this, and this is how I do it. It's that simple. And then if you watch, you know, the final product, you can see what it ends up looking like. Let's see, I'm slowing it down. And then this is what it looked like for the final review. So I'm rolling along here, and then here's the clip. And look, I slow it down for a second, speed it back up. Same thing here, I slowed it down when I went in the mud, sped it back up. And that's basically how you do it. That's just speed ramping in Final Cut. And you just set your camera up to record at 120p, and you'll be good to go. All right, guys, that is pretty much it for this very quick tutorial, and I will catch up with you next time. Please feel free to ask questions if you have them. I'd be happy to help you out the best I can. All right, take care. I'll catch up with you next time.